Hello, everybody! Welcome to a journey that's been living in my heart for as long as I can remember. Have you ever had a dream that felt so real you could almost taste it? The kind of dream that lingers in your mind, coloring your thoughts and inspiring your hopes? For me, that dream was always France. A place of endless charm, where every street corner seems to whisper stories of art, love, and adventure. I imagined myself walking down beautiful streets, eating amazing food and soaking it all in. The aroma of fresh pastries, the laughter echoing from cozy cafes, the feeling of being swept up in the city's magic. And at the very center of this dream stood the Eiffel Tower. The Iron Lady standing tall and proud, calling out to dreamers from all over the world. It's more than just iron. It's the heart of Paris, a beacon of art, romance, and history. Every rivet and beam tells a story of ambition and creativity. The Eiffel Tower isn't just something you see, it's something you feel. It stirs something deep inside, a sense of wonder and possibility. It represents the idea that beauty can be strong, that art can touch the sky. It's a symbol of dreams that reach higher than we ever thought possible. Millions have looked up at it with wonder, and I wanted to be one of them. To join the crowd of dreamers, travelers, and lovers who have stood in its shadow. I wanted to stand beneath it and feel small in the best way possible. To be humbled by its grandeur and inspired by its presence. The thought of it was a spark of happiness in my mind. Just imagining it brought a smile to my face, even on the toughest days. For me, the Eiffel Tower was a friend I hadn't met yet, a companion waiting to share its secrets and stories with me. This story is about finally meeting that friend and turning a dream into a real living moment. It's about stepping into the world I'd always imagined and letting it become my reality. So, let's go to Paris together, shall we? Let's chase this dream and see what magic awaits us beneath the Iron Lady's watchful gaze. The days before my trip were filled with a special kind of excitement. I couldn't stop thinking about Paris, packing my suitcase, imagining the smell of fresh croissants, picturing artists by the Seine. Every thought was a tiny movie in my head, starring the Eiffel Tower. The anticipation was a happy kind of torture. I spent hours looking at pictures online, but I knew the real thing would be different. I wanted to Paris, to feel its energy. The butterflies in my stomach were doing a full-on can-can. The night before my flight, I barely slept, too excited to close my eyes. Would I see the tower in sunlight or sparkling at night? The questions made the excitement grow. That build-up is a huge part of the journey. It starts in your heart, with a dream and a destination. The journey to the Eiffel Tower began for me not at the airport, but in my mind, weeks before I ever left home. And it was a fantastic start. The taxi ride from the airport was a blur of new sights and sounds. The city seemed to rush past in a whirlwind of color and motion, every window revealing a new story. I pressed my forehead to the glass, trying to take it all in. The elegant architecture, the flashes of neon, the distant sound of laughter drifting in from the sidewalks. Every street, every cafe felt like a scene from a movie. The clink of coffee cups, the swirl of conversation in French, the effortless style of people passing by. It was as if Paris was performing just for me, welcoming me with open arms and a knowing smile. Then, through a gap between two buildings, I saw it. The top of the Eiffel Tower peeking out to say hello. It was almost shy, as if inviting me to discover more. To follow its iron silhouette deeper into the heart of the city. My heart skipped a beat. It was just a glimpse, but it was enough. In that instant, every cliché about Paris felt true, and I was swept up in the magic of it all. All the pictures and dreams hadn't prepared me for that moment. The postcards, the movies, the stories, they were all just shadows compared to the real thing, shimmering in the Parisian light. The taxi driver smiled. Ah, La Tour Eiffel, she is beautiful, no? I could only nod, words caught in my throat, overwhelmed by the simple truth of his statement. As we got closer, the excitement grew with every block. The tower loomed larger, its iron latticework coming into focus, and I felt like a child again, seeing something wondrous for the very first time. The streets around the Champ de Mars buzzed with energy, people from all over the world, all sharing the same look of wonder, laughter. Camera shutters and the hum of different languages filled the air, creating a symphony of anticipation. Finally, I stepped out, and there she was, in her full glory. The tower rose above me impossibly tall, as if holding up the sky itself. The sheer size, the intricate ironwork, the way it commanded the sky. It was more majestic than I'd imagined. Every detail was a testament to human creativity and ambition. A masterpiece of both art and engineering. The city sounds faded. It was just me and the tower. For a moment, time seemed to stand still, and I felt a quiet connection to everyone who had ever stood in this very spot, awestruck by the same view. All that anticipation led to this perfect, breathtaking moment. The sun dipped low, casting golden light across the ironwork, and I knew I would remember this feeling forever. It was even better than the dream. It was real, and it was spectacular. Paris had welcomed me, and in that instant, I felt like I belonged. One of the best things about travel is the people you meet. Around the Eiffel Tower, the world comes together. I sat on a bench in the Champ de Mars and soon met an elderly couple from Japan trying to get the perfect photo. We shared stories and laughter, united by our dream of Paris. Later, I asked a local student for a crepe recommendation. She didn't just point. She walked with me to her favorite stand. Her kindness made my day. These encounters are the heart and soul of any trip. The grand monuments are amazing, but it's the small human connections that make a place special. The Eiffel Tower is the backdrop, but the people bring the play to life. They turn a tourist destination into a warm, unforgettable place. That's the real magic of travel. The area around the Eiffel Tower is a feast for the senses. An accordionist played a classic French tune, creating the perfect soundtrack. The air was filled with the scent of crepes and roasted chestnuts, mixed with the fragrance of grass and flowers. I followed my nose to the crepe stand and savored every bite. Warm, sweet, and perfect. Children chased pigeons, artists painted, vendors sold sparkling Eiffel Towers. Everywhere was life, color, and movement, a living painting. It's a place that's both peaceful and full of energy, uniquely Parisian. This symphony of experiences makes the Eiffel Tower so much more than a landmark. You hear it in the music, taste it in the food, see it in the people and art. The best travel experiences are the ones you feel with your entire being. Paris is a place to absorb, not just to see. Standing directly underneath the Eiffel Tower is a different experience. Up close, it's a powerhouse, a web of iron disappearing into the sky. You appreciate the engineering and artistry that went into building it. I took the elevator to the top, watching Paris unfold below like a giant map. From the summit, you see the Arc de Triomphe, the Louvre, Notre Dame, all laid out before you. The city looks peaceful and beautiful from that height. But the most magical moment came after sunset. Back on the grass, the tower began to sparkle, thousands of twinkling lights for 5 minutes every hour. The crowd gasped, then applauded. It was pure magic. The tower transformed from an architectural marvel into a work of art. Even cold iron can create moments of pure, warm beauty. The Eiffel Tower doesn't just stand there. It performs, winks, and steals your heart. That sparkling light show is something I'll never forget. Now close your eyes and picture yourself in Paris. Imagine walking along the Seine, feeling a gentle breeze, hearing an accordion in the distance. You stop at a bakery, taste a warm, flaky croissant, and think, this is happiness. Picture yourself in front of the Eiffel Tower, looking up in wonder. Imagine sharing that moment with someone you love, or making a new friend on a park bench. These aren't just things that happen in movies, they can happen to you. France is not just a place, it's a feeling. Maybe you've always wanted to go, or maybe this story planted a new dream. Let that dream grow. Start planning, even if it's just in your imagination. The journey can start with curiosity, with a desire to experience something beautiful. Your Paris story will be uniquely yours. Travel is a personal journey, and France gives everyone their own kind of magic. Every great adventure starts with one thought: I want to go there. When I look back on Paris, it feels like a beautiful, vivid dream, but it was real. The Eiffel Tower is more than a tourist attraction. It's a touchstone for happiness and wonder. It represents the joy of fulfilling a lifelong dream. Sometimes, we forget to look up and be amazed. The tower forces you to do just that. You're part of a long history of dreamers, artists, and travelers. The memory of the sparkling lights is etched in my heart forever. For 5 minutes, hundreds of strangers were united by a simple, beautiful display of light. It's a powerful symbol of peace and connection. Visiting isn't about photos. It's about collecting moments that enrich your soul. The Eiffel Tower experience is a gift of beauty, connection, and unforgettable joy. So what are you waiting for? The world is calling, and there's a seat at the table just for you. Life is short and the world is wide. There are endless horizons to explore, and every day is a new opportunity to discover something extraordinary. There are so many beautiful things to see, delicious things to eat, and flavors you've never even imagined waiting for you around every corner, and wonderful people to meet, each with their own stories, laughter, and warmth to share. Don't let dreams stay dreams. Let's make one day happen. The adventure you crave is closer than you think. I want you to feel what I felt, that spark of inspiration and wonder that only travel can bring. To stand under that magnificent tower, feeling small and infinite all at once, and fill your heart with joy, gratitude, and a sense of belonging to something bigger. This isn't just my story, it can be yours too. Come on this journey, and let's create memories together. Be a part of this adventure. Step out of your comfort zone and into a world of excitement and possibility. You deserve moments that take your breath away. Travel, food, laughter, and sunsets that linger in your memory. Human connection is the secret ingredient to a happy life, and you'll find it in Paris, in every smile and every shared meal. So pack that imaginary bag, start that savings jar, let the excitement build as you plan your adventure. The world is waiting for you with open arms and a warm croissant, ready to welcome you to new experiences. Don't be a spectator in your own life, be the star. Take that first step and watch your story unfold. Go out and make beautiful memories that will last a lifetime. You'll come back with a little piece of Parisian magic inside you, changed in ways you never expected. The Eiffel Tower is waiting, standing tall as a symbol of dreams realized and adventures begun. And I'll be cheering you on every step of the way, excited to see where your journey takes you next.